shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't give face that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. James Harrison. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Got a man, it's right. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Margus Hunt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now Wilson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. I know at this level, initially, they were worried about him being only 5'11", pocket presence. Plays like that, they just remind you, he does it so well at every level.
North Carolina State, a little bit more of the spread stuff. At Wisconsin, pro style out of the pocket. And the biggest throws he makes in the NFL still come from the pocket. Russell Wilson can do it all. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Margus Hunt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Time running out here on the play clock. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to...
He's in trouble, and McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole, but the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. And before they can get settled in here, time expires. Oh, the first quarter of action. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, they run with Sims. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete to right. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast. That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of them. Right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. How about that, 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it the rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdowns. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Wins to throw on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Wallace, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 20. 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to Fournette. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Bird. And the return here will... go to the 31-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Wallace with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go on second down. To throw is Wilson. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That time, a 6-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, Wentz. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Wilson. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
McCoy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Navarro Bowman in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. To throw, it's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out...